Live thin, stay thin. Weight loss that stays off. If you're tired of losing weight only to gain it back, if you're tired of constantly worrying about your diet, and if you're tired of spending all your free time at the gym, watch this presentation. I promise you will be very glad you did. For years, I've been watching weight loss program after weight loss program claiming they have discovered some secret that will help you lose all the weight you want overnight. Over my 22 years in the weight loss field, I have studied many of these weight loss programs and their secrets, and I have discovered the biggest weight loss secret of all. Would you like to know what the biggest secret is? The biggest weight loss secret is that there is no secret. There is no secret exercise program or some secret diet or some secret supplement that will help you melt all the fat away overnight. Sorry to disappoint you. I think it's time to take a serious look at the weight problem that is plaguing our nation and come up with a real sustainable solution. Welcome to my presentation on the Live Thin, Stay Thin Sustainable Weight Loss Program. My name is Stavros Mastrogiannis and I'm the creator of this truly unique program. I know what you're probably thinking. Here we go again, another weight loss program that promises to solve everyone's weight problem. Honestly, I don't blame anyone for having that attitude because, let's face it, there are thousands and thousands of weight loss programs on the market today, and yet we are still losing the weight loss battle. What difference would one more weight loss program make? Live Thin, Stay Thin will actually make a huge difference because this is not your typical weight loss program. What is so different about Live Thin, Stay Thin weight loss program? For one thing, it's the first weight loss program that does not focus on the weight people want to lose. Yes, you heard me correctly. My program, unlike any other weight loss program, it does not focus on the weight people want to lose. Most weight loss programs on the market today focus on the weight people want to lose and look at the results. Since 1992, the year I got into the weight loss field, the obesity rate has more than doubled from 12.6% to over 35% today. And the percent of people who are overweight has also gone up significantly. It went from 52% in 1992 to around 70% today. All this while the amount of money we spend on weight loss products and services have more than doubled from 30 billion to over 65 billion today. Isn't it pretty obvious? Focusing on the weight we need to lose is not solving the problem. As a matter of fact, the problem is becoming worse. So the question is, if we should not be focusing on the weight we need to lose, what the heck should we be focusing on? That is a great question, but I'm kind of jumping ahead of myself here. So let me start from the beginning so everything will make more sense. I promise you that by the end of this presentation, you will have the answer to the question. Albert Einstein said it best. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. The fact is, our current thinking on how to lose weight is not working and has gotten us in the mess we are in today. Spending more money on new weight loss programs that are based on the same old thinking will not solve the problem. It's time to rethink and question everything we think we know about losing weight and getting in shape, and that is exactly what I did. I've been in the weight loss field for over 22 years and I specialize in one thing, sustainable weight loss. I've dedicated my whole career to finding a sustainable solution to the weight problem. I know there are many weight loss experts out there, but you will be hard pressed to find one that understands sustainable weight loss better than I do. I must admit, for the first few years in the weight loss field, I pretty much approached weight loss the same way as every other weight loss expert with the same results. Most of my clients will lose weight, and then most of them will gain the weight back. I don't know about other weight loss experts, but I did not get into the weight loss field to help people lose weight temporarily. So the fact that my clients were gaining the weight back, it did not sit well with me. Initially, I was blaming the people for regaining the weight back, just like my colleagues did, who would say things like, they did not want to lose weight bad enough, or they had their priorities in life all screwed up. But after a while, noticing how many people were regaining the weight back, I started to wonder, Does everyone have their priorities all screwed up? You see, if only few people regain the way back, you could argue that there was something wrong with the people. But when you have over 95% of the people regaining the way back, you have to start questioning the methods and the beliefs we have about losing weight and getting in shape. Once I came to the realization that it can't just be the people's fault for regaining the way back, I started to take a closer look at all the popular weight loss methods trying to answer the question, why with the current methods of weight loss, most people regain the weight back after they would lose it? Seeking the answer to this question really opened my eyes and made me realize how many of the popular weight loss beliefs that everybody just assumed were correct were actually completely wrong and part of the reason why we were losing the weight loss battle in the first place. Besides finding out how many of our beliefs on weight loss and health were wrong, I also realized that the way we were approaching weight loss and getting in shape was not great either. Let me explain. As I mentioned before, over 95% of the people who lose weight regain the weight back. So you have around 5% of people who are able to lose weight and keep it off with the current methods of weight loss. One would think that if we want to achieve sustainable weight loss, all we have to do is figure out what that 5% of people who were able to keep the weight off did and do the same. By the way, this is called modeling, and many success coaches recommend this method. Basically, you find somebody who has achieved the goal you would like to achieve, figure out what they did to achieve that goal, and do the same. I have used this technique myself to achieve many of my goals. Anyway, I figured the modeling technique would work great in this situation. My hope was that once I figured out what they did to achieve sustainable results, I would incorporate into my weight loss program what I learned from them, so my clients can also achieve the same sustainable results. What I found out about those people who were able to keep the weight off was that most of them had become obsessed with fitness and weight loss. They were spending most of their free time planning meals, counting calories, and worrying about if the restaurant they were going to had the right foods. As soon as they finished eating one meal, they started to worry about what they were going to eat for the next meal. If they were not planning their next meal, they were at the gym working out for hours at a time. Although this works for some, modeling my weight loss program after these people was definitely out of the question, because the vast majority of people are not willing to sacrifice all the free time so they can get in shape, and I'm one of them. I don't live to exercise, I exercise to live, and I am not willing to spend every free moment that I have going to the gym or worrying about my diet. If you look at all the popular weight loss programs on the market today, they require you to be counting calories, points, or measuring your food, and or spending a good chunk of your free time exercising. The fact is, very few people can live the way most weight loss programs ask them to live in order to keep the weight off, and that is one of the main reasons why most people gain the weight back after they lose it. Once I figured out why most people were gaining the weight back, I asked the next logical question. How can somebody lose weight and keep it off for life without having to spend all the free time in the gym or worrying about the diet? What made a huge difference in finding the answer to this question was my upbringing. Everyone knows how healthy the Mediterranean diet and culture is, or at least was. Well, I was raised in Greece on the island of Evia until the age of 15. So unlike other weight loss experts who studied the Mediterranean diet and culture, I was raised with it. What I found interesting was much of the research I read about the Mediterranean diet only talked mainly about the foods we ate or did not eat, and very little about how we ate and how we lived. How we ate and lived played an equally important role in the good health and longevity we enjoyed as what we ate. So my upbringing gave me a very different perspective on weight loss and health that very few weight loss experts have, and that gave me the edge on finding a sustainable solution to the weight problem. The funny thing is that when I first went to school and got my certification to become a personal trainer and nutrition specialist, I did not realize what I was learning in school was contradicting the way I was raised in Greece. I had to see firsthand that what I had learned in school was not producing sustainable results in the real world before I woke up and noticed the contradictions. Looking at my upbringing and also at other healthy regions around the world and how people live there, I had my epiphany. These are the people we should be trying to model. So I started to take a closer look at these people, how they lived and how they managed to stay in good shape without consciously thinking about their weight and health all the time. Besides identifying many healthy habits these people had, which by the way, many of them I never learned in school and mainstream nutritionists were not teaching, I also learned something even more important. These people did not eat the way they ate, and they did not do the activities they did because they wanted to maintain a lean and healthy body. They did those things because that was the way they lived. Everything they did that kept them in shape was part of their daily habitual behaviors, and because of that, they hardly ever had to think about doing the right thing for their health and weight. The right thing for their health and weight was the default action. So it became very obvious to me that if we wanted to achieve sustainable weight loss, it was not enough to know what foods we needed to eat and what exercise we needed to do. Eating the right foods and exercising had to become part of our daily behaviors. In other words, they had to become habitual if we wanted to lose weight and keep it off for life. The problem is that most of the weight loss programs on the market today don't teach people how to make the new healthy behaviors that promote habitual. They just tell people what to eat and what not to eat and what exercise they should do in order to lose weight fast and hope the fast results will maintain people's motivation to keep following the program. If fast results were enough to maintain motivation, then how come over 95% of people who do lose weight gain the weight back? The fact is, the best results in the world will not keep most people motivated if the results were achieved through a method that is overwhelming. The simple fact is, the way most weight loss programs approach weight loss overwhelms most people. So the answer to the question I asked earlier about what we should be focusing on instead of weight loss is our daily habitual behaviors, because that is the real problem. Our daily habitual behaviors are responsible for the shape we are in today. Weight gain is only the symptom of our daily habitual behaviors, not the problem. If we want to lose weight and keep it off for life, we must change the habitual behaviors responsible for our weight gain. There is no other way to achieve sustainable weight loss. Once I realized what the real problem was, I got to work. I started to focus on the habitual behaviors that were responsible for my clients' weight gain and health issues, and identifying healthy behaviors I could replace them with. I also learned everything I could about behavior modification techniques, which I used to help my clients make habitual and part of their daily lives all the healthy behaviors I was recommending to them. The biggest difference in results between my new weight loss program and my old one was not how fast or how much weight my clients lost. That pretty much stayed the same. One of the biggest differences was that with my new approach, my clients had a much easier time following my advice, which made the process of losing weight a lot less stressful. But the biggest difference, which I am the most proud of, was that with my new approach, my clients were able to keep the weight off very easily, even after they went on their own. I had finally achieved my goal of creating a system that would help people achieve sustainable weight loss. But my quest was not over yet. My next challenge was, how do I get my solution to sustainable weight loss into more people's hands? The best solution in the world would not make any difference if only few people have access to it, and the fact was that not too many people could come to my facility in Danbury and train with me, and even less people could afford my services. The answer was obvious. I had to get my program online, and this is how I ended up creating Live Thin, Stay Thin Sustainable Weight Loss Program. Now almost everyone who wants to lose weight and keep it off for life has access to my program and can afford it. Live Thin, Stay Thin is truly unlike any other weight loss program on the market today. No matter how many weight loss programs you have tried before and failed, this will be the last weight loss program you will ever need. I designed my program to be used completely on your own without the need of a trainer or anyone else for motivation. As long as you have a strong desire to lose weight, with little initial motivation to get started, this program works like no other. So, how Live Thin, Stay Thin works? Through a very effective but simple step-by-step system, it will help you develop 7 specific eating behaviors that will become second nature and replace many of your current unhealthy eating behaviors. Some of these eating behaviors you might know and many other diets teach, but there are a few that none of the popular diet programs teach, and the funny part is, those are the most important eating behaviors to have for a lean and healthy body. With my program, there will be no counting calories or points. You will simply learn how to eat by listening to your body, just like people who live in healthy regions around the world eat. Another great thing about my approach is that because the new way of eating will be habitual, you will not need to rely on discipline or motivation to keep eating this way. Good eating habits will be on autopilot. And don't worry, there's always room for some junk food. In addition to the 7 eating habits, you will also learn how to make exercising habitual, so you will not need to rely on motivation to get your workouts done. And to make things even easier, Live Thin, Stay Thin program adjusts according to the person who's following it. Everybody's different in how fast they can develop new behaviors. You control the pace of the program, so it never becomes overwhelming. Live Thin, Stay Thin is the answer to sustainable weight loss. So in review, with this program you will accomplish the following. You will develop and make habitual 7 specific eating behaviors that will change your health and weight forever. Because everything you will learn from this program will become habitual, very little if any motivation and discipline will be required to maintain the results. You will learn a complete, natural way to know how much to eat without having to count calories, points, or measuring your food. You will not eliminate junk food, but you will simply learn how to live with it. You will learn how to make exercising habitual so no motivation will be needed. Main benefits. You will not just lose the weight you want, but you will be able to keep the weight off almost effortlessly. You will greatly improve your health and lower the chance of disease. You will be able to enjoy life without constantly thinking about what you need to do to maintain your weight and health. You will free your conscious mind from the burden of thinking about what you can or cannot eat or how much to eat. Your energy will skyrocket. When I lived in Greece, no one worried about the weight or health. Our daily habitual behaviors took care of all that. Once you go through my program, you will not have to worry about your weight or health again either, because your new habitual behaviors you will learn from this program will make it very easy to maintain your weight and good health. Live Thin, Stay Thin is the next generation weight loss program that will change our nation's weight forever. I am not going to sit here and tell you this is the fastest way to lose weight, because it's not. There are weight loss programs out there that can help you lose weight faster, but the results they offer are unsustainable. The results my program offers might come slightly slower, but they are sustainable. So the question is, do you want fast weight loss or sustainable weight loss? If you want sustainable weight loss, Live Thin, Stay Thin is the program for you. Here's what people say about Live Thin, Stay Thin. So simple and yet extremely effective, I still can't believe how simple it was to change my eating habits and lose weight. This is a must-try program for anyone who wants to lose weight and keep it off. Through the lifting, cardio training, and following Stavros' healthy eating habits, I have exceeded all my goals. I have never felt this healthy, fit, energized, and lost 39 pounds in the process. This program has inspired me to work out on my own and utilize the healthy eating habits in my daily life. I've tried several diets in the past, including many of the popular diets, and I feel this program is revolutionary. It's an ingenious, sensible way to lose weight. By following Stavros' simple weight loss method, I lost 40 pounds in 6 months. His programs have helped me become the woman I was meant to be. Live Thin, Stay Thin provides simple wisdom that can lead to profound changes. This is the program that will change the weight loss industry forever. This is what Susan Cassell, a psychotherapist, had to say about the program. Okay, now let's get to the money part. If you were to come to my facility to learn my method to sustainable weight loss one-on-one, you can expect to pay well over $1,000 when you're all set and done and have learned all the necessary habits that will help you lose the weight you want and keep it off for life. But with Live Thin, Stay Thin, I can teach you my method to sustainable weight loss for a fraction of the price. So, how much are you willing to spend on the last weight loss program you will ever need? $500? $400? $200? I think they're all reasonable prices because with this method, you will never have to worry about your weight again. But because I truly want my method to make a difference in the weight loss battle, and the only way it can make a difference is if people can actually afford it, I price it for only $67. Think about it. For an investment of only $67, you will never have to worry about your weight again. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you buy now because the price is going up soon, because it's not, at least 90 times soon. But I will tell you, if you want to lose weight and keep it off, this is the perfect weight loss program for you. And the sooner you start, the sooner you will be enjoying the lean and healthy body you want. As a bonus, I will also include 18 of my favorite simple and very healthy Mediterranean recipes. Most of these recipes take 50 minutes or less to prepare. And to remove all risk from trying my program, I will give you 60 days to try out my program. And if you're not absolutely amazed how simple it is to follow and fit into your life, I will give you your money back, no questions asked. There's absolutely no risk. Sign up today, try my program for 60 days, and if you're absolutely not amazed on the simplicity and the results of my program, just let me know and I will refund you 100% of your money. For only $67, you can be on your way to a lean and healthy body that you will be able to maintain for life, and as a bonus, you will also receive my 18 favorite simple recipes. So if you want to lose weight for the last time and greatly improve your health in the process, click the Order Now button below and start your journey to a lean and healthy body today. Thank you for taking the time to watch my presentation. I truly hope you take me up on my offer and try my program for 60 days. There's absolutely no risk. And I promise you, 60 days from now and for the rest of your life, you'll be very glad you did.